Welcome back here, moments away from first pitch between the Indians and the Pirates. And big matchup here in District 4B. Both these teams looking to position themselves as we have just a few weeks left here in the 2026 baseball and softball season. Wind blowing straight out center field. Anacoco in the home whites. White jerseys, white pants, white hats. Indians and the numerals in purple, trimmed in gold with the purple pinstripe stripe down the side. Need just a second. And Hicks coming in with the kind of military camo. Numerals kind of in a greenish, dark greenish brown, trimmed in gold. Hicks across the chest. It'll be Dylan Mayo on the mound to face Kane Hagan to get us started here. Righty versus righty. First pitch in there for a called strike at 5:33. Now the Wind going to start to play tricks on my pages here. It'll be Kane Hagan, Braden Thacker, and Micah Merchant. Now the 0-1 misses to even it up, 1 ball, 1 strike. The leather in the field for the Indians. Third to first, Carson Crowe at the high corner. Caleb Dixon over at first, up the middle. Caleb Taylor at short. Peyton Winrick at second. Luke Thompson behind the dish. Here comes the 1-1. That one all the way back to the screen. 2 balls and a strike. Left field to right field. Henry Sheely in left. Andon Wilson in center. Riley Hayes in right field. It'll be Hagan, Thacker, and Merchant. The first 3 out of the chute for the Pirates. A 2-1 count. This is going to be a grounder to the left side over at third. Fielded cleanly. The throw over in time. And Crowe makes the play for out number 1. Now to be Braden Thacker standing in. Nobody on, 1 out here in the top of the first. First pitch swinging. That one is going to be served into left field over the third baseman's head for a single. And now rounding second. And Thacker digging for second to throw in is going to be in time for the out. All that a single and an out at second as Thacker kind of slowed up and then about halfway down decided to try for second base. So 2 gone. Good relay out there in the outfield from Sheely, and they put the tag on Thacker. Now Micah Merchant with it, with nobody on, 2 outs here in the top of the first, going quickly. Mayo fires in. That one's going to miss low for ball 1. Not sure if Thacker might have slipped rounding first. Kind of hesitated there, and then that was all that Anacoco needed to get the second out. That one's going to just miss low. Micah Merchant ahead, 2 balls, no strikes. Now way ahead, 3-0 as that one misses up high. The 3-0, and that is a 4-pitch walk with 2 outs, and Merchant reaches to keep the inning alive for Luke Williams, the Pirates pitcher today. He'll give himself some run support here with 2 outs. Folks still filing into the park here. Again, softball going on across the way down there to my right. Big matchup between the Lady Indians and Lady Pirates. Both those teams the top of Class B. Try to get you a score update. First pitch in there for a called strike to Luke Williams. And if you want to flip back and forth, that game on 93.5 with Will Norris and Mr. Green. Pickoff throw over to first, back in time. Micah slides in safely. Flag out in center field. Now blowing towards left field, so Mayo to the plate. That one's going to be a hot grounder to third. Crowe stabs it, fields it, throws over, and a good pick, and fielding it with one hand over there is Dixon for out number 3. Kind of an adventurous throw across the diamond. It was a 1 hop, and Dixon caught it in his glove, flipped it up, caught it with his bare hand, and that retires the side. Hicks leaves 1, scores none. Indians coming up.
Are you paying your bank to hold your money? If so, it's time to make the switch to a bank with totally free checking. Sabine State Bank offers free checking with no fees, no minimum balance, no balance requirements, no analysis fees, and we still include check images in your statements without a fee. There is even a free small business account. If you really want free checking, stop by one of our convenient 45 locations. Sabine State Bank. Our goal, your future success. Member FDIC.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent David Heyman is your go-to agent in Leesville for service you deserve at the price you want. So try combining home and auto today. State Farm agent David Heyman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 337-239-9999 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to underwriting requirements.
One hit, no runs, no errors, one left for the Pirates in the top of the first. And now Luke Williams on the mound, getting his warm-up pitches in to face the Indians. It'll be Peyton Winrich to lead it off. Caleb Taylor batting second. Luke Thompson batting third. The cleanup hitter, Drew Patton. Caleb Dixon batting fifth. Riley Hayes sixth. And then Wilson seventh. Henry Shealy eighth. And Dylan Mayo rounds out the nine in the batting order for the Indians. As Luke Williams warms up with his battery mate Kane Hagan around the horn for the Pirates. Micah Merchant over at third. Wesley Marshall at first. Addison Kaufman and Cody Richardson up the middle at shortstop and second, respectively. Connor Wilt in left, Tristan Black in center, and Braden Thacker in right field. So no runs for the Pirates in the top half of the first. And now Winrich steps in to face Williams, who's ready to fire. The big righty, first one fouled back into the screen for strike one. Try to get you a score update from the softball game over there. Looks like Hicks leading that one 3-0, as that was going to be grounded foul over near the Pirates dugout. And Lady Pirates up 3-0. Little RBIs from Katie Grace Quinn, Portland Ducey. So a good one there between two of the top teams in Class B. Again, no score here in the bottom of the first. That one going to be served into right field, coming over, and that one's going to drop just foul over in right field. Thacker wouldn't have been able to get it. That one was kind of tailing away from him. So still no balls and two strikes. Luke Williams wanting new baseball. Again, Pirates had a single in the first inning that was erased when Thacker was trying to stretch it into a double. Then Merchant walked with 2 outs but was stranded on a ground out. Hard hit ball from Luke Williams as that one misses for a ball to Winrich. His count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Luke Williams peers into Hagan and fires the 1-2. That one misses outside. Count evens up 2-2. And Pirates coming in 15-6 in a really good game last night in a loss. Impressive. Lost to Sulphur 5-4. They've been in some close games. This is going to be a grounder to the right side. Big hop over there, and that one not going to be fielded cleanly by Richardson. That'll be an E4 and leadoff man aboard for the Indians. That was a big-time hop on the infield. Richardson might have been kind of caught in the middle of fielding that one quickly and waiting on the big hop, as it's like the Lady Pirates to my right over there, all the way out of the dugout. Somebody left the yard over there for Hicks. So that 3-0 score is going to get bigger. Now here, Caleb Taylor stands in. 1 on, nobody out. Bottom of the first inning, no score. Before he sees a pitch, they'll try the pickoff throw on Winrich. He slides back in. That one gets away, and he'll get down to second. So a couple of errors have the Indians in business here in the bottom of the first inning. Now 6-0 Hicks over Anacoco down there on the softball field. First one fired into Taylor is a ball. And Winrich grounded to second. Mishandled there, so he reached. And then on the pickoff throw, he took second on the air. And now Caleb Taylor fouls this one over down the third base line. 1 ball, 1 strike. Luke Thompson in the on-deck circle. Bottom of the first, no score here in Anacoco between a couple of district rivals. The 1-1 paints the outside edge. Good job to frame it there from Hagan. That one pretty much unhittable. Taylor couldn't do much with it if he might have made contact. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. If Williams could live there, he might be in business. The 1-2 is going to miss high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Winrich takes his lead down at second. Williams to the plate. Big swing and a miss. And Taylor down on strikes for out number 1. First strikeout of the evening for Williams. Now Luke Thompson hits with 1 out, runner at second base for the Indians. Big breaking ball in there for a called strike from Williams. And Pirates all the way to the semis last year. Off to a pretty good start this season. A couple of weeks left. Trying to position themselves for another run. Out in front of this one is Thompson. He's going to serve it into center field. Still going back with the wind, and getting under it and making the grab is Black. Tagging up at second to third goes Winrich. So a productive out there from Thompson. Winrich 90 feet away from the game's first run. But more importantly, if you're the Hicks Pirates, the second out in the inning here. Thompson didn't get out in front of that one. He may have hit it into that house over the fence there as the wind just kept pushing that one. Again, out in front of that breaking ball, nearly got out of here. Now Drew Patton in there, takes strike 1. The lefty, designated hitter today. Williams working quickly, fires in another, and that one going to be a hot shot to second. This time Richardson, no trouble with that one. A little bit of a low throw, but picked out of there by Marshall, and that retires the side. Both teams strand a runner in the first. We move to the second, no score between the Pirates and the Indians here on Space Country 105.7.
Feast on endless crab legs every Wednesday night and savor our prime rib and seafood buffet every Friday and Saturday. Win with every bite at JD's Harvest Buffet.
Gotta love that chicken from Popeyes. No one makes that crispy New Orleans-style chicken and fresh, fluffy biscuits like Popeyes. You don't need a special occasion to enjoy the great New Orleans taste of Popeyes chicken. Or maybe it's seafood you're craving. It's great anytime for any meal. Gotta love that chicken and seafood from Popeyes. Popeyes, located in Leesville and Oakdale. Now open till 11.
Answer the call. Become an EMT in 12 weeks. Acadian Ambulance and the National EMS Academy are looking for dedicated people just like you to join their upcoming EMT class. With convenient hybrid training, you can become a certified medic and start saving lives. EMT positions are open right here in Central Louisiana and across our 4-state service area. This isn't just a job, it's a calling. Seats are limited, so don't wait. Visit becomeamedic.com to get started. That's becomeamedic.com.
For Anacoco in the bottom of the first, that runner, a couple of errors, but the Pirates able to strand the runner 90 feet away. So we move to the second here with no score, as it'll be Addison Kaufman, Cody Richardson, and Wesley Marshall to hit here for the Pirates against Mayo. Dylan Mayo, quick first inning, paced 1 over the minimum. So he'll look to replicate that here in the second as he finishes up his warm-up pitches. And Addison Kaufman gets ready to dig in here. Again, pleasure to have you with us here on this Tuesday. Just a couple more weeks left in the regular season. The last day of March. I don't know about you, Mike, but I always get confused thinking March has 30 days and it's got 31. So Kaufman digs in to lead us off here in the top of the second inning. No score between the Pirates and the Indians. Mayo ready to fire. Winds and delivers. That one just above the letters for ball one. In action all around the area. Try to keep you posted on that. So I'll fire up the game changer. That one in there to even it up. 1 ball, 1 strike. And now 2 balls and 1 strike as Mayo misses high. 6-0 over on the softball field between the Lady Pirates and Lady Indians. Hicks leading that one. This one going to be popped up into shallow left field. Coming on is Sheely, and he'll make the put out for out number 1. And Kaufman just out in front of that one. DeQuincy, Lady Eagles, and the Eagles there. Rosepine got a big win at Tioga last night, 6-3. It's a big win in terms of power points. Staying at the top of that Division III select. Looks like in softball, DeQuincy leading Rosepine 3-2 at the moment. Simpson leading Evans in baseball 4-2. As now Cody Richardson ahead 2 balls, no strikes here against Mayo. As now way ahead 3-0. It's like Pitkin facing Elizabeth, winning that one 8-0 right now. We'll try to keep you posted as the night progresses. The 3-0 in there for a called strike. Take sign on there for Richardson. The 3-1, Mayo winds and delivers. And that one just misses for ball 4, so a 1-out walk. Now Wesley Marshall will dig in from the left side. 1 on, 1 out here in the top of the second. No score between Anacoco and Hicks. And before he sees a pitch, they'll throw back over, and Richardson slides in safely. And now to the plate. That one going to be popped out of play. Over near the cage for Anacoco. That one way out there in the outfield. No balls and 1 strike. Richardson takes his lead over at first. Mayo looks his way and now fires over there and back safely in time. And both teams left a runner stranded in the first. Bunt shown, pulled back. That one a called strike. Crowd wanted that one. So that one might have been a little high, but now no balls, 2 strikes to Marshall. Richardson takes his lead, not going. Now this is going to be a soft grounder, and that's going to get foul over down the first base side. Back in is Marshall. Facing an 0-2 count. Mayo to the plate. This one fouled back into the screen. Good battle here. Marshall hanging in there with 2 strikes. Mayo trying to put him away. Mayo, a long look in. Now looks over at Richardson. Richardson takes a lead. And Mayo to the plate. That one's going to miss high. They'll throw back behind the runner, and back safely is Richardson. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Marshall. This one's going to be a grounder over the right side, fielded. The throw to second for 1. The throw back, not in time. But good job there. Dixon gets the lead runner. And reaching on the fielder's choice, Marshall replaces that lead runner over at first. So 2 gone. And now Connor Wilt, the left fielder, hits. Back-to-back lefties in the order. Coach Williams. That one misses high. 1 ball, no strikes. Mayo got the leadoff man, Kaufman, to fly out to left, and then a walk. And then a fielder's choice erased the lead runner. He'll throw back over to first. Marshall back safely. So 2 gone. And Connor Wilt stands in. And it looks like a softball flew in out there to center. All the way over there from the softball field. Wind pushing it that way, so anything hit foul is going to push into this direction. Back to action here. 1 ball, no strikes. Connor Wilt, the left fielder. Mayo to the plate, big swing and a miss. Well, comes up empty on that one. He was aiming for the softball field. Tristan Black, the 9th place hitter, standing on deck. To the plate, that one in the dirt, but it's stopped back there by Haken. Runner stays put over at first. Count 2 balls and a strike. Mayo looks, checks the runner, and comes to the plate. That one's going to miss above the letters. Now count 3 balls, 1 strike to Connor Wilt. Looks still filing into the park. A great day for baseball. A little early start. And before Wilt sees the 3-1, they'll throw back over and slide back safely to first is Marshall. Three-one. Swing and a miss, and the count runs full. Marshall will be on the move with the pitch. Here comes the payoff. That one's going to be popped up and get out of play. He'll see another. Mayo shakes off the sign and now ready to fire another payoff pitch. Before he does, he'll throw back to first and back safely in time. That was Marshall. Mayo ready to fire. The 3-2. That one driven into right center. Giving chase is Hayes, and a diving snag out the center field as Wilson makes the grab. He ran a long ways and saves a run and ends the inning. What a play there by Andon Wilson. No runs, and we move to the bottom of the 2nd inning.
Jackson Hewitt knows taxes are complicated, and with multiple jobs and tax forms, they're like Sonata complicated. Our no surprise pricing keeps things simple. Jackson Hewitt does your taxes for only $149 or less. And since we know all the new tax codes, you could get thousands back. So what are you waiting for? Hurry. File with Jackson Hewitt today for only $149 or less, guaranteed. Limited time offer for new clients on federal returns. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com/149.
What's happening at Benoit? It's a new chapter built on the same values that brought us here back in 2018. Generosity, intensity, and giving back to this great community.
We call it Benoit 2.0. When I stepped in to help my father run the business with one clear focus in mind, the customer experience. When you take care of your people, the rest falls into place.
Together, we're reclaiming what this dealership was known for, doing the right thing, supporting our neighbors, and treating all of our customers like family.
We call it the Benoit way, and it's changing what it means to buy and service your vehicle, as well as trust your local dealership.
KVVP Leesville, DeRidder, Fort Polk, today's country, 105.7.
Andon Wilson saves a run to end the top of the second for the Pirates in a diving play out in center field. Came out of nowhere. Again, he had to cover some ground, and he robs Connor Wilt of a double and possibly more. And we stay scoreless, and now Caleb Dixon leads off the bottom of the second and takes ball one from Luke Williams. And that was a heck of a play again. That one hit into that right center gap. And that one hit the bat knob. So some tough luck there from Dixon as that one hit him, but you could hear that one from here, hit the bat knob. So 1 ball, 1 strike to the Indians' first baseman. Big sweeping breaking ball, and Dixon comes up empty there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bottom of the second, no score between the Indians and the Pirates. Williams winds and fires. This one's going to be popped up and over down the right side. Giving chase is Thacker, and unable to make a run and play out there in foul territory as that one will drop. Good effort over there. He had to run a long ways. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bottom of the second inning here. Williams ready to fire. Called strike 3. And that one froze Dixon. Second strikeout for Williams and first out here in the second. Now Riley Hayes stands in, swings through the first one. And got him to expand there as he swings and misses at the 0-1. Now no balls, 2 strikes. And big breaking ball there from Williams. Working quickly. He winds and fires. Called strike 3 on the outside edge, and that's back-to-back strikeouts looking for Luke Williams. 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the second inning. 3rd strikeout of the evening for Luke Williams. Now the man who just made the play out there in center field and has kept this game scoreless for the moment. Andon Wilson stands in and takes strike 1. Williams firing it in there. And that was a heck of a play out there in center field. I say center field, it was made by the center fielder, but it was in right center. Big swing and a miss there. Wilson comes up empty. No balls, 2 strikes. Williams looking to strike out the side here in the second. The 0-2. Going to miss high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Williams winds and delivers. And that one low, according to the umpire. I like how they tell us the location as he pointed downward. Count evens up 2-2. Not a bad take there from Wilson. That one, pretty good pitch. Williams ready to fire the 2-2. And that one going to be served over first base and over Marshall, who tried to leap to get it. Wilson with a 2-out single keeps the inning alive. So makes a play in the field and is aboard here with a 2-out single. Wouldn't hit that hard, but right over first base and into right field. Now Henry Sheely will stand in with 2 outs and a runner at first. See if Indians put the wheels in motion here and get Wilson on the move. And already show he can pick him up and put him down in the field. Let's see if they maybe get him to swipe a bag here. Not going on the first pitch. That one in there for a called strike to Shealy, the left fielder. And we have a softball out in center field. Williams looks the runner and now fires over to first, and back in time goes Wilson. Now off on the pitch, and the throw down to second is going to be in time as Kaufman put the tag right on the top of Wilson's helmet, and that retires the side. So no score. We move to the third inning between the Pirates and the Indians. They're on today's Country 105.7.
Down here in Southwest Louisiana, Lynn calls for something delicious, and McDonald's has a favorite with even more to love. Try the double Filet-O-Fish. 2 crispy, wild-caught Alaskan pollock fillets, melty American cheese, and that tangy tartar sauce on a soft steamed bun. More fish, more flavor, more of what you crave. And don't forget something sweet. The strawberry and creme pie is new to our area. A warm, flaky crust filled with strawberries and smooth vanilla cream, but only for a limited time. Swing by your local McDonald's and enjoy the taste of Lent.
Dale Peterson, pharmacist, and the staff at Rosepine Family Pharmacy are proud supporters of the Road to the Championships. Rosepine Family Pharmacy knows that the combination of academics and athletics help young people become well-adjusted citizens. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Call 337-462-0177. Serving the community since 1985, choose your hometown pharmacy to fill your prescription needs.
From tuition and books to room and board, college can get expensive. But if you serve in the U.S. Army, you can earn your tuition and get a degree without student debt. Plus, soldiers earn other valuable benefits, like real-world experience and training for whatever lies ahead. Learn more at GoArmy.com. Text CWDL to GoArmy or call 337-442-5085.
Back here in Anacoco, no scores. We move to the top of the third inning. Indians and the Pirates. It's 9-1-2 in the order. Tristan Black, Kane Hagan, and Braden Thacker. And Dylan Mayo pretty sharp here through 2. Fires one just outside to start us off here in the third inning. Pace just 2 over the minimum. And paints the outside edge to even up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, it's truly baseball season now. The weather outside great as we move into the Easter weekend. And now the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Major League Baseball in full swing now. Opening day this past week. College baseball about halfway done. That one coming my way, but just out of my reach. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Somebody having an issue there with the balls and strikes. Still 1-2 after the foul back. Mayo ready to fire in the 1-2 pitch. That was going to be a grounder to the right side. Winrich at second. Fields throws over for out number 1. I'm sure nobody was wondering, but the Atlanta Braves are 3-1 on the young season. There will not be a 162-0, as every team in Major League Baseball now has a loss. But there is potential still for an 0-162, as the Sacramento/Las Vegas/Oakland Athletics still winless on the young season. But as I say that, they will probably beat the Atlanta Braves tonight. Let's hope not. So just one winless team, no undefeateds. Swing and a miss. Kane Hagan, 1 ball, 1 strike now the count. Kane grounded out to third to open the ball game. 4-pitch ground out. That one's going to miss outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. In the minor league season, getting ready to get started. Most of those guys got their assignments as spring training closed up. Ethan Fry will be in Asheville with the Asheville Tourists. Garrett Edwards got his assignment. He's at one of my favorite minor league mascot team names. He'll be at Montgomery for the Montgomery Biscuits. Just a couple of guys get their assignments. We've got quite a few guys down there on the farm. Count's going to run full. Kane Hagan. And wish those guys the best of luck. And hopefully they can make a quick climb and get to the show. And that one, ball 4. Hagan is aboard with a 1-out walk. And the first pitch to Braden Thacker in there for a called strike. Thacker reached on a single, but was thrown out trying to stretch that into a double. Back in the first. Runner goes, and that one served into right field. Hayes makes the play. Hagan will have to retreat back, and he'll get back safely, but that is out number 2 here in the third. Also, Jonathan Harmon going to be in Chattanooga with the Lookouts. So best of luck to all those guys in the minors. Like I said, hopefully it's a quick trip up and they can get into the show. They'll throw back over to first. Landing it safely is Hagan. Micah Merchant, who reached on a walk his first time up, will stand in. 2 outs here in the top of the third, no score. Merchant drives this one deep into the corner in right field, and over to make the grab in foul territory is Hayes for out number 3. Scoreless as we head to the bottom of the third inning. Indians coming up on today's Country 105.7.
Hello, this is Sheriff Sam Kraft. The Vernon Parish Sheriff's Office is committed to protecting and serving all citizens of Vernon Parish. Senior citizens need our protection and our watchful eyes. Adult taxpayers deserve law and order, and our youth need encouragement and support in order to succeed. The Vernon Parish Sheriff's Office will continue to work with area law enforcement agencies to provide a safe and wholesome environment for all of our families. We are proud to serve Vernon Parish and to call it home.
Buying, selling, or refinancing your home? Let the Rethink Title Company work for you. Have a commercial real estate transaction? We can do that too. With over 35 years experience as a full-service real estate title company, we strive to provide personal attention and efficient results throughout the entire settlement process, giving you peace of mind. Give us a call at 337-404-4060 or stop by our office at 116 East Lula Street in Leesville. The team at Rethink Title are proud supporters of our area students and athletes and wish the best of luck on their future endeavors.
No score here in Anacoco between the Indians and the Pirates. As we move to the bottom of the third inning, it'll be 8, 9, and 1 in the order for the Indians. Again, Riley Hayes a little busy there in that top of the third. Made a couple of nice plays out in right field. Luke Williams back on the mound for the Pirates, finishes up his warm-ups. 7-0 over on the softball field. Lady Pirates lead Anacoco. Battle of 2 of the top teams there in Class B. If you want to flip back and forth, that game on 93.5 KJAE with Will Norris and Mr. Green. In pretty classy gesture, I was over there before the game, and Hicks came in with a banner, put it on the front of the dugout. Lady Indians pitcher Tori Heyman tore ACL last week. She's done for the year. They had a get well soon banner on the dugout, so I thought that was pretty cool. And his first pitch in there to Henry Sheely is called a strike. We Sheely, Mayo, and then back to the top with Winrich. Williams fires this one. Oh, that one's coming my way. And it's actually going to stay in play, but Hagan can't grab it in the mitt. And that'll be a swing on the house for Sheely. No balls, 2 strikes now. Hagan probably makes that play 99 more times. Couldn't quite squeeze the mitt on it. And had tons of backspin, and the wind pushed it back in. I thought it was headed my way. So Sheely back in. Williams ready to fire the 0-2. Tried to get Sheely to expand, and he did not oblige. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 tried the same spot, and Sheely did not bite again. Count evens up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. This one's going to be a hot grounder, and through the third base side, Merchant just out of the reach, trying to dive and make the play. That'll be a leadoff single for the Indians, and Sheely is aboard. Merchant tried everything he could to keep it on the infield. Good effort over there at the hot corner. Now Dylan Mayo hit with the leadoff man aboard here in the bottom of the third. Before he sees a pitch, they'll throw over to first. Sheely back safely. Bunt shown, then pulled back. That one in there for a called strike. So Williams gets ahead. No score. Bottom of the third. Indians had the leadoff man aboard. Dylan Mayo, the Indians pitcher, at the plate. Runner goes. The throw down, and Hagan throws a seed, and that is an out. Caught stealing. That erases the lead runner, as that is his second. Gunned down Andon Wilson an inning ago, and now Sheely, the next victim, as both of those middle infielders tried to put the tag, and I think that was Kaufman that stole the ball basically out of the midair and put the tag on Sheely. So now, no balls, 2 strikes to Mayo. He was trying to put the bunt down and get that runner over. This time he's going to ground one over to the right side. Richardson fields on a couple of hops, throws over for the second out. Pirates throw it around. So 2 gone quickly after the leadoff single erased by a caught stealing, and then Mayo grounds out 4-3. And Peyton Winrich, who has been the closest man in the ballgame to touching home plate, got 90 feet away in the bottom of the first, reached on an error, and then got over to third and was left stranded. He'll stand in. First pitch swinging, no grounded to short. Kaufman on a couple of big hops. Fields throws over for out number 3. As Williams faces the minimum here in the third, we move to the fourth. Got a good pitcher's duel going. No score between the Indians and the Pirates.
The best steakhouse in Leesville, you may ask? Why, that would be the Wagon Master Steakhouse, of course. Cut fresh daily certified Angus beef sirloins, ribeyes, fillets, and so much more. Tender, juicy steaks, chicken, burgers, or even some fried fish. With all the selections on their kid menus, even the pickiest little cowpoke in your family will have their taste buds satisfied. Enjoy one of their many ice-cold draft beer selections. Watch the game while chowing down on one of their delicious appetizers like a tumbleweed or some bacon-wrapped shrimp. Open daily at 11 a.m. Sure hope to see y'all soon at Wagon Master Steakhouse in Leesville.
Healthcare is so important. That's why choosing the right pharmacy is just as important as seeing the right doctor. You want someone who treats you and your family just like family. Thrifty Way Pharmacy right here in Leesville is just that place. Thrifty Way Pharmacy is locally owned and operated by a caring and knowledgeable staff that will treat you and your family just like family. Thrifty Way cares for our community. Come home. Come to Thrifty Way Pharmacy. Thrifty Way Health Mart, caring for you and about you. Thrifty Way, your hometown choice.
Are you paying your bank to hold your money? If so, it's time to make the switch to a bank with totally free checking. Sabine State Bank offers free checking with no fees, no minimum balance, no balance requirements, no analysis fees, and we still include check images in your statements without a fee. There is even a free small business account. If you really want free checking, stop by one of our convenient 45 locations. Sabine State Bank. Our goal, your future success. Member FDIC.
Move to the top of the fourth inning here in Anacoco. No score between the Indians and Hicks Pirates. That'll be Luke Williams, Addison Kaufman, and Cody Richardson. Williams grounded out to third his first time up. He stands in. Dylan Mayo ready to fire. Both pitchers been pretty good so far. That one misses low for ball one. Indians get their first hit an inning ago. He raced on a caught stealing, so Williams faced the minimum. And this one's going to be driven out into left. Shealy giving chase. That one over the wall and gone. Luke Williams puts the Pirates on the board. First, a solo shot as he rounds the bases and breaks the ice here in the fourth. Luke Williams gives himself some run support as he touches the plate. And the Pirates on the board here in the top of the fourth inning. Leadoff home run by Luke Williams. Wasn't sure if that one was going to quite get over that big fence in left as he scorched it, but it just sneaks over the wall on a line shot, and the Pirates lead it 1-0, and now Addison Kaufman stands in. Mayo back to work. The 1-0 going to be grounded hotly to short, fielded on a hop by Taylor. The throw over in time for the first out. So good job to rebound by Mayo to get out number one after giving up the home run. That one stung, but Taylor fields it on a couple of hops. Now Cody Richardson, who walked his first time up, stands in. He was retired on the fielder's choice after he reached. Foul tips this one into the mid. Strike one. On top of the fourth, finally get our first run, and it comes courtesy of Luke Williams' solo home run. And now Richardson quickly down 0-2 as he fouls that one back towards the third base dugout. Looks like 7-0 still Lady Pirates leading Anacoco over in the softball field. And Richardson checks his swing on the 0-2. Now ball one. Mayo trying to get him to expand the zone there. Now ready to fire the 1-2. Just misses on the outside edge. Count evens up 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss on the breaking ball retires Richardson. First strikeout of the evening for Mayo, and that's the second out here in the fourth. Now Wesley Marshall, who grounded into the fielder's choice that retired Richardson, back in the second. He'll stand in. First pitch swinging is going to foul that one over the Anacoco dugout out of play. Two outs. Here in the top of the fourth, Hicks strikes first on the solo home run from Luke Williams. Now Marshall back in, awaits the 0-1. And that one misses above the letters. Count evens up 1 ball, 1 strike. Mayo winds and delivers. That one misses inside and low. 2-1. Was just the second hit allowed by Mayo, that leadoff home run. Now this one is going to get through the left side. That'll be the third hit as Marshall goes the other way, and it's aboard with a 2-out single. Connor Wilt, who would have had the game's first RBI if not for Andon Wilson a couple innings ago making a sensational play. He'll stand in. And that one a breaking ball that didn't quite break. Ball one. And he lined it into right center. Riley Hayes was given chase, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, Andon Wilson comes in and makes a diving grab to end the inning and keep this a scoreless game for the moment. And now Connor Wilt ahead 2 balls, no strikes. And Dylan Mayo says he wants a new baseball. Mayo throws over to first. Back safely goes Marshall. Now Mayo looks in and delivers. Swing and a miss. Wilt comes up empty there. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 misses high and away. 3-1. Tristan Black in the on-deck circle. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Hicks leads 1-0 on Luke Williams' solo home run that led off this inning. That one paints the inside corner. Now the count runs full to Connor Wilt. Runner will be on the move here. Marshall over at first. Got to make sure Mayo comes to the plate before he takes off. There he goes. The 3-2. That one's going to be popped up, and that one's still in the field of play and coming over, and Mayo unable to make the basket catch in foul territory, so it'll be a swing on the house for Connor Wilt, and he'll see a payoff pitch. Mayo had to cover some ground. He had his catcher Thompson coming in, as well as Crow over at third, trying to make that basket catch, and that one pops out of the glove. So the 3-2 to Wilt. Marshall will be on the move again. Payoff pitch, and comes to the plate. He'll check the runner at first, and back safely goes Marshall. Down to the plate, and this one's going to be served into right field. On his horse goes Hayes, and just out of the reach, that one gets over his head to the wall. Rounding third is Marshall, and he will come in to score, and into second goes Connor Wilt with an RBI double. Again, just out of the reach of Hayes out in right field. And after getting robbed his first at-bat, Connor Wilt gets the RBI double here in his second at-bat, and it's 2-0 Pirates. The inning continues. Tristan Black hits here, the 9th place hitter. 2 outs here in the 4th. First pitch misses outside. And that one paints the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. That one on the outside edge. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Tristan Black. Black grounded out to second his first time up. Was back in the third. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. Freezes Tristan Black and ends the inning. However, Luke Williams solo shot to break the ice for the Pirates, and then a 2-out RBI double from Connor Wilt gives the Pirates a 2-0 lead in the top of the 4th. We move to the bottom half. Indians coming up.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent David Heyman is your go-to agent in Leesville for service you deserve at the price you want. So try combining home and auto today. State Farm agent David Heyman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 337-239-9999 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to underwriting requirements.
Gina Choctaw Pines Casino, your place for fun.
Feast on endless crab legs every Wednesday night and savor our prime rib and seafood buffet every Friday and Saturday. Win with every bite at JD's Harvest Buffet.
It'll be Caleb Taylor, Luke Thompson, and Drew Patton here in the bottom of the fourth. Indians trail the Pirates 2-0. Pirates get 2 runs on 3 hits in that top half of the frame. They left a man stranded in each of the first 4 innings, but again, finally breaking the ice there. A leadoff home run from Luke Williams. And then after Wesley Marshall singled with 2 outs, a double from Connor Wilt scored him from first. That was an add-on run, so back to work goes Williams with a 2-run lead now, looking for a shutdown inning. Indians looking to get back in this one. Caleb Taylor struck out his first time up, stands in, and takes outside for ball 1. Williams winds and fires. Big swing by Taylor, fouls that one back into the screen. Williams winds and fires. That one paints the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 from Williams. That one misses above the letters. Count evens up 2 balls, 2 strikes to Caleb Taylor. Two. Breaking ball outside. Taylor's worked it full. And that one served into right center field, giving chase is Thacker. It's over his head, and that'll be an automatic double as it bounces over the wall. So Taylor aboard with a leadoff double. Again, set back on the breaking ball and went the other way. That was a good piece of hitting there from Caleb Taylor. And he is aboard here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Indians give up 2 in the top half of the inning. We're going to get back in this thing. It's now Luke Thompson, who flew out to center his first time up, stands in. But Taylor down at second. Indians trail him by 2. First pitch from Williams. Misses above the letters for ball 1. Williams comes to the plate. That one misses outside. Thompson ahead 2-0. This one's going to be a hot shot over there in the third base coaching box. Head coach Austin Cox gets out of the way. 2 balls and a strike. Taylor takes his lead second. Williams looks that way, now fires, and that one misses. 3 balls and a strike to Luke Thompson. Taylor double, just the second hit allowed by Luke Williams through 3 innings. The 3-1. And that one just at the letters, runs it full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Faced one over the minimum in the first, faced the minimum in the second, and in the third, thanks to a couple of caught stealings. Kane Hagan showing off the arm to keep those innings at a 3-batter minimum. Now that one fouled back. We'll do it again. Thompson will await the payoff pitch. Taylor takes his lead. Payoff pitch. That one hit into left field. Giving chase is Wilt, and he's not going to get there. Rounding third, heading home is Taylor. Into second goes Thompson. And it's 2-1. Anacoco answers here in the fourth. They kind of played him shaded a little bit away from the line, and Thompson hooked that one down the line, out of the reach of Wilt out there and left. And the Indians get one back here, looking for more, as they'll run for the catcher, Luke Thompson. So back-to-back doubles here against Williams. And now Drew Patton takes strike one. He grounded out to second his first time up. That ended the first inning. And now a swing, and that one fouled back. That one, some collateral damage off the catcher and the umpire. So Patton quickly down 0-2. Trying to see who that courtesy runner is out there. Trying to get you the name here in a second. And the 0-2 swung on and missed. Out number 1, Patton down on strikes. 4th strikeout of the evening for Williams. Now Dixon, first pitch swinging, pops this one up on the infield. Coming over is Kaufman. He'll make the play behind the second base bag. So after back-to-back doubles, 2 quick outs here in the fourth. Dixon now 0 for 2. And Riley Hayes stands in. I think that's Benton Como out there on second, running for Thompson. First pitch swinging. This one hit into center. Breaking back is Tristan Black, and he'll settle under it for out number 3. However, the Indians do get on the board, courtesy of back-to-back doubles. Caleb Taylor led off the inning with a double. Luke Thompson drove him in. We move to the 5th. Hicks 2, Anacoco 1.
Gotta love that chicken from Popeyes. No one makes that crispy New Orleans-style chicken and fresh, fluffy biscuits like Popeyes. You don't need a special occasion to enjoy the great New Orleans taste of Popeyes chicken. Or maybe it's seafood you're craving. It's great anytime for any meal. Gotta love that chicken and seafood from Popeyes. Popeyes, located in Leesville and Oakdale. Now open till 11.
Answer the call. Become an EMT in 12 weeks. Acadian Ambulance and the National EMS Academy are looking for dedicated people just like you to join their upcoming EMT class. With convenient hybrid training, you can become a certified medic and start saving lives. EMT positions are open right here in central Louisiana and across our 4-state service area. This isn't just a job, it's a calling. Seats are limited, so don't wait. Visit becomeamedic.com to get started. That's becomeamedic.com.
Jackson Hewitt knows taxes are complicated, and with multiple jobs and tax forms, they're like Sonata complicated. Our no surprise pricing keeps things simple. Jackson Hewitt does your taxes for only $149 or less. And since we know all the new tax codes, you could get thousands back. So what are you waiting for? Hurry. File with Jackson Hewitt today for only $149 or less, guaranteed. Limited time offer for new clients on federal returns. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com/149.
We move to the 5th inning here Hicks leads Anacoco 2-1. All three of the runs in the game coming in that fourth inning. Hicks 2 runs on 3 hits in the top of the fourth. Anacoco 1 run on 2 hits there in the bottom half. And Indians left a runner stranded. They've left just 2 men on base, while the Pirates had a man aboard in every inning so far. And now back to the top of the order. Kane Hagan nearly wears one. He'll dive out of the way. He is officially 0 for 1, but did walk his last time up back in the third. They nearly got aboard there, but he dodged out of the way. Dylan Mayo, again, only a couple of blemishes. He's been pretty good. Both these pitchers firing away, and now a swing and a miss, as that one was foul tipped into the catcher's mitt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, Mayo gave up the leadoff homer to Williams, and then with an RBI double with 2 outs. Other than that, both these guys have been cruising right along, him and Luke Williams. That one misses. 2 balls and a strike. Been a pretty good baseball game, pretty clean game. The Pirates did have a couple of errors back in the first, but did not lead to a run. Other than that, been pretty smooth sailing. Now 3 balls and a strike to leadoff hitter and catcher Kane Hagan. And he will take a walk after that one misses as well. So leadoff man aboard here in the 5th for the Pirates. Back-to-back walks for Hagan. He's had an eye for the zone here. Now Braden Thacker, who has singled and then was thrown out trying to stretch that into a double. And also flew out to right field. He'll stand in. So 1 for 2. Runner goes on the pitch, shows bunt, pulled back, the throw down, and that one would have been 3 for 3. Or I'm sorry, that's not Hagan throwing, that's behind the plate. It's Thompson. He would have got his first guy, but Taylor unable to hold on to it, trying to swipe the tag down as he was going. And now this one's going to get away and into third base. Sliding in safely goes Kane Hagan. So a little havoc on the base pass as Hagan swipes second, and then the errant throw gets him to third. Again, Taylor nearly caught that and made the tag in one motion, and then just trying to throw the ball back into Mayo. That one gets down the first base line here towards the bricks. And a swing and a miss by Thacker. Infield comes in for the Indians. Thacker walks over to third. Getting some coaching up here. Again, Hicks trying to add an insurance run here. 90 feet away now. Hagan reached to lead off the inning with a walk. Then stole second. And then again, the throw just kind of nonchalant gets away. And he ends up on third. So Mayo trying to work out of a jam here. The 1-1 comes to the plate. Swing and a miss. Thacker tried to expand the zone there. But now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Infield. All on the grass here, trying to prevent that third run from getting across here. Pirates have a 2-1 lead. This one's going to be a grounder. And they'll check at home. There will be no play. They'll go to first for the out. And the run does score. Hagan touches the plate, so a productive out. Again, that was a high chopper. Winrich thought about making the throw down, but he gets the out. So Hagan comes home, and now it's 3-1. Micah Merchant walked and has flown out to right. He'll stand in with 1 out and nobody on. First pitch swinging. He'll pop this one up. I think that one's going to get out of play as it bounces right past the Pirate dugout. Pirates in the first base dugout. Indians in the third base dugout. It's always interesting to see how in the major leagues, or in any ballpark really, where the teams go. I can think DeRitter and Rose Pine baseball in the first base dugout. This is going to be a grounder to second. Winrich Fields throws over. We're out number 2. So Winrich has been busy. Anacoco in the third base dugout here. Again, Rosepine in the first. DeRitter in the first base dugout. Just off the top of my head. Maryville softball was in the third base dugout the other day. Anacoco in the third base dugout over there on the softball field. As that one misses to Luke Williams for ball 1. And Luke got the party started an inning ago. Led off the fourth with a home run. It went over the big wall out and left. He scorched it. Didn't think it was going to get out. Out in front of this one, comes up empty. 1 ball, 1 strike. And it was hit hard enough. Just didn't think it was hit high enough. The 1-1. Mayo misses that one. 2 balls, 1 strike. In top of the 5th inning, Hicks has added on with a run. They now lead Anacoco 3-1. Mayo working quickly. This is going to be a hot shot out of the diving reach of Crow at third. And Luke Williams, that's his second hit in as many at-bats. That one scorched as well, so he has seen the ball coming out of Mayo's hand pretty well. And he will be relieved for a courtesy runner. And according to Coach Williams' handwriting, I think that's Hagen Thacker over there. I'll try to look up the game changer and see. Addison Kaufman stands in and takes ball 1. Mayo fires. This one's going to be driven through the left side. And that one into left field for Kaufman's first hit. Runners move station to station. A couple of hard hit balls here with 2 outs. Kaufman barrels that one up. And the inning continues for Cody Richardson. Richardson has walked and struck out. And that is Hagen Thacker out there at second base. That one in the dirt. Good stop by Thompson. Runners hold. The 1-0 misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes to Cody Richardson. Richardson walked back in the second and then struck out in the fourth. Hicks leading 3-1 here in the top of the 5th. 2 on, 2 outs. They'll throw back to second, and just getting back in time is Thacker. Mayo thought he might have picked him off there to end the inning. Just getting under the tag. Hagen Thacker slides back in safely and now takes his lead again. 2-0. That one gets to the backstop, and both runners head to second and third. Thacker down to third. Kaufman down to second after the wild pitch gets to the backstop. Now another insurance run 90 feet away. Richardson ahead 3 balls, no strikes. Takes right down the middle for strike 1. And now the count runs full as that one finds the zone as well. Big pitch coming here for Dylan Mayo. Payoff pitch. That one fouled back, unable to hang on to it was Thompson. That one got a piece of the umpire as well. So he will see another. Richardson trying to give the Pirates a couple more insurance runs. Mayo trying to keep it at a 3-1 game and get the Indians back in the dugout. Another payoff pitch coming. And before Richardson sees one, Mayo steps off the rubber. Down to the plate. Payoff pitch. This one's going to be a grounder back up the middle. Taylor Fields throws over in time, and that retires the side. However, Hicks adds on with a run. They now lead it as we move to the bottom of the fifth inning. They lead it over Anacoco 3-1.
What's happening at Benoit? It's a new chapter built on the same values that brought us here back in 2018. Generosity, intensity, and giving back to this great community.
We call it Benoit 2.0. When I stepped in to help my father run the business with one clear focus in mind, the customer experience. When you take care of your people, the rest falls into place.
Together, we're reclaiming what this dealership was known for, doing the right thing, supporting our neighbors, and treating all of our customers like family.
We call it the Benoit way, and it's changing what it means to buy and service your vehicle, as well as trust your local dealership.
Down here in Southwest Louisiana, Lynn calls for something delicious, and McDonald's has a favorite with even more to love. Try the double filet-o-fish, 2 crispy, wild-caught Alaskan pollock fillets, melty American cheese, and that tangy tartar sauce on a soft steamed bun. More fish, more flavor, more of what you crave. And don't forget something sweet. The strawberry and creme pie is new to our area. A warm, flaky crust filled with strawberries and smooth vanilla cream, but only for a limited time. Swing by your local McDonald's and enjoy the taste of Lent.
Back here in Anacoco, bottom of the fifth inning. Pirates lead the Indians 3-1. It'll be Andon Wilson, Henry Shealy, and Dylan Mayo to hit here in the fifth for the Indians against Luke Williams, who fires. And after a swing and a miss, had no balls and a strike. Wilson singled his first time up back in the second, but was erased on a caught stealing as he tried to steal second, and Kane Hagan, first of 2 caught stealings here tonight. That one misses. Count evens up 1 ball, 1 strike. Wilson also made that play out center, so he's had a good day. Looking to get the rally started here for the Indians. Fouls that one back into the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This one's going to be a grounder back up the middle, and that one took a wicked bounce out of the reach of Richardson. It'll be a leadoff single for Wilson, his second of the game. Williams tried to stab down with his foot, and it took a wicked hop up the middle. Kind of died on the dirt out there. Richardson unable to stab at it. So Indians with something cooking here in the fifth. Henry Shealy, who also singled his first time up back in the third, will stand in. Indians trying to rally here. Shealy was also caught stealing after the single. And throw over on the pickoff attempt. Back safely goes Wilson. Simpson leads Evans 10-2. Maryville Lady Panthers, who we saw the other day, they lead Oberlin 11-4. As Shealy takes strike 1 from Luke Williams. Eunice leading Leesville 6-0 in baseball. Rose Pine leading DeQuincy 4-2 in baseball. Shealy calls time, and it's granted. This one's going to be popped up on the infield. And Kaufman takes a couple of steps back onto the grass and puts it away for out number 1. Now Dylan Mayo stands in. He grounded out to second his first time up back in the third. 1 on, 1 out here in the fifth. Where he sees a pitch, they'll try the pickoff throw at first. Back safely is Wilson. Nearing the 7 o'clock hour here tonight. Last day of March. This one's going to be driven into right field. And coming on, making the play is Thacker. We're out number 2. That one hit right at him. Took a step back and then a couple forward. Didn't have to move much. Mayo out after the line out. Now Peyton Winrich will hit. He has reached once on an error and then grounded out to short. So officially 0 for 2. Bottom of the 5th inning, Hicks leads Anacoco 3-1. And first pitch swinging here. Thacker, a couple of steps over and right. He's been busy, makes the play, and that retires the side. We move to the 6th inning here in Anacoco. The Pirates lead the Indians 3-1.
Dale Peterson, pharmacist, and the staff at Rose Pine Family Pharmacy are proud supporters of the Road to the Championships. Rose Pine Family Pharmacy knows that the combination of academics and athletics help young people become well-adjusted citizens. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Call 337-462-0177. Serving the community since 1985, choose your hometown pharmacy to fill your prescription needs.
From tuition and books to room and board, college can get expensive. But if you serve in the U.S. Army, you can earn your tuition and get a degree without student debt. Plus, soldiers earn other valuable benefits, like real-world experience and training for whatever lies ahead. Learn more at GoArmy.com. Text CWDL to GoArmy or call 337-442-5085.
We move to the top of the 6th inning. Dylan Mayo back out, completing his warm-up pitches. He will see Wesley Marshall, Connor Wilt, and Tristan Black. Here in the 6th. Pirates leading the Indians 3-1. As it is a final over on the softball field. The Hicks Lady Pirates shut out Anacoco 8-0. Hicks continues to roll right along. As Thompson completes the throw down. And Wesley Marshall, who has grounded into a fielder's choice and singled and came in to score a run, he'll stand in for his 3rd plate appearance. It's Dylan Mayo. Mayo winds and delivers. And this one's going to be a grounder to second and take a wicked hop over the head of Winrich. Nothing he could do about that one. Yeah, that's been a tricky spot. We saw one an inning ago just kind of die on Richardson. And that time, that one had a big hop on the back end. So leadoff single for Marshall gets us started here in the 6th. Yeah, nothing you can do about that one. Winrich had to be about 9 feet tall, and still I don't think he gets a glove on it. That one, some serious hop at the end. Now bunt shown and unable to pull back Connor Wilt. Connor's hit the ball hard both times. He's been up. Lined out, was robbed by Andon Wilson his first time up, and then had the RBI double back in the 4th. And this one's going to be spiked in the dirt and get away, so moving down to second goes Marshall. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Connor Wilt. And if he bunts now, he can move that runner up just 90 feet away from scoring the game's 4th run for the Pirates. He is showing bunt and pulls back and dodges out of the way. 2 balls, 1 strike. Shows bunt again, and this time he's going to wear one as that one gets in and hits him in the back. So he's down to first. Now 2 on, nobody out here after the hit by pitch. And Coach Austin Cox headed to the mound. And let's see what the Indians do here. And it looks like we will have a pitching change. So we'll take a break. Come back and tell you who the new pitcher is. Right now, in the top of the 6th, the Pirates lead the Indians 3-1, looking for more.
Hello, this is Sheriff Sam Kraft. The Vernon Parish Sheriff's Office is committed to protecting and serving all citizens of Vernon Parish. Senior citizens need our protection and our watchful eyes. Adult taxpayers deserve law and order, and our youth need encouragement and support in order to succeed. The Vernon Parish Sheriff's Office will continue to work with area law enforcement agencies to provide a safe and wholesome environment for all of our families. We are proud to serve Vernon Parish and to call it home.
Buying, selling, or refinancing your home? Let the Rethink Title Company work for you. Have a commercial real estate transaction? We can do that too. With over 35 years experience as a full-service real estate title company, we strive to provide personal attention and efficient results throughout the entire settlement process, giving you peace of mind. Give us a call at 337-404-4060 or stop by our office at 116 East Lula Street in Leesville. The team at Rethink Title are proud supporters of our area students and athletes and wish the best of luck on their future endeavors.
Cecil's Cajun Kitchen in downtown DeRidder is the place to go for seafood, steaks, and good Cajun favorites. With one of the many TVs placed all around the restaurant, you'll be sure to catch your favorite sports while enjoying drink specials to go with fried gator bites or boudin balls. Follow that with a fresh cut certified Angus steak or some fish tacos. Lots of selections for even the pickiest little eater in your crew. Then your crew can finish up with some fresh beignets. You can even party it up on the patio on Friday and Saturday nights with live music. Cecil's Cajun Kitchen, always ready to help you have a good time.
Healthcare is so important. That's why choosing the right pharmacy is just as important as seeing the right doctor. You want someone who treats you and your family just like family. Thrifty Way Pharmacy right here in Leesville is just that place. Thrifty Way Pharmacy is locally owned and operated by a caring and knowledgeable staff that will treat you and your family just like family. Thrifty Way cares for our community. Come home. Come to Thrifty Way Pharmacy. Thrifty Way Health Mart, caring for you and about you. Thrifty Way, your hometown choice.
Are you paying your bank to hold your money? If so, it's time to make the switch to a bank with totally free checking. Sabine State Bank offers free checking with no fees, no minimum balance, no balance requirements, no analysis fees, and we still include check images in your statements without a fee. There is even a free small business account. If you really want free checking, stop by one of our convenient 45 locations. Sabine State Bank. Our goal, your future success. Member FDIC.
Big pitcher into the game for the Indians. It'll be William Isgett replacing Dylan Mayo. Mayo slides over to third. Isgett comes in, and Tristan Black shows bunt and bunts it foul. So 2 on, nobody out here in the 6th. Isgett comes in trying to keep this a 3-1 Pirate lead. Hicks trying to add on a couple more here. Isgett to the plate. Breaking ball gets in there. Black pulls back the bunt, but it is a called strike 2. So Mayo goes into the 6th. Again, there's only a couple of blemishes on the record, but ran into some trouble here. Couldn't get an out in the 6th, and he is replaced by Isgett, who's got an 0-2. Big breaking ball. That one set back on and popped up on the infield. Taylor over, and he'll make the catch. Over shaded to second base for out number 1. So a big first out here for Isgett, and back to the top of the order with Kane Hagan. Hagan has grounded out and walked the last 2 times. Came around to score back in the 5th. That was that 3rd run. Isgett to the plate, and that one scorched. Oh, my goodness. That one almost hit that fan over there. As she ducks out of the way, holy cow, that could have been dangerous. Heads up there, gets out of the way now, just a harmless foul ball. No ball's 1 strike for the Pirate catcher. Runners take their leads. This one fouled over into the Anacoco dugout as it scatters them out of the way. Hagan facing an 0-2. Sits back on the breaking ball and drives this one through the left side, and the runners go station to station. They're loaded with one out. Good piece of two-strike hitting from Kane Hagan as he picks up his first hit of the evening. Now, Braden Thacker with a chance to open this one up for the Pirates. It's with the bases loaded and one out. Had a single in the first and then drove in a run back in the fifth on a ground out to second. First pitch to him here. This is above the letters for ball one. The 1-0 from Isgett. Ground ball to third. Fielded. They'll go home for one. And that will be all they get, as getting down the line pretty good there was Thacker. So he's aboard. Marshall, the second out, as he's retired on the fielder's choice. Hagan down to third. And now Micah Merchant hits with two outs and the bases loaded. Big spot here. He's trying to get out of a jam. First pitch misses high. Ball one. Micah walked in the first, flew out to right in the third, and then grounded out to second back in the fifth. That one misses low. He's ahead 2-0. This kid came in after Marshall and Wilt reached to open the sixth. Got a pop out, gave up a single, and then got Thacker to ground out. And Merchant scorches that one right back up the box. That'll score one. And rounding third and in the score as well. As it is now 5-1. Micah Merchant, a two-run single. That was a courtesy runner in there. So it's 5-1. Two outs here in the sixth. Merchant scorches one back up the box. Thacker down at second now. And Luke Williams, who has a couple of hits of his own, stands in. And he's got a lot of room to work with now, as Hicks has opened it up here in the sixth, 5-1. Williams homered back in the fourth and then singled in the fifth. That one misses. He tried to spin a breaking ball in there and just missed with that one. So now 3 balls, no strikes. Madison Kaufman on deck. Runners at first and second. It was Braden Doyle that was pinch running over there that scored that second run. And Williams will have to come back, as that one a late strike call. Makes it 3 balls and a strike. Now Luke Williams back in, and he'll await the 3-1 from Isgett. 5-1 Pirates lead here in the sixth. And that one misses way outside. Williams has reached 3 straight times. The inning continues. The base is loaded again. Luke Williams will be relieved for Hagan Thacker. Now Kaufman stands in. Addison Kaufman, 1 for 3. Flew out to left in the second, rounded out to short in the fourth, and then singled back in the fifth. Bases are loaded. Hicks leads 5-1. 2 in already here in the inning. Is get to the plate. That one misses outside for ball 1. Kaufman, the 8th hitter of the inning here. Check swing, didn't go around. Kaufman had 2 balls, no strikes. Two 0 going to be popped up, and that one's going to get over my head. Out of play. 2 balls and a strike. Is get to the plate. That one misses, and that one's going to get away, but the runner's a hold. 3 balls and a strike. Nowhere to put Addison Kaufman. 2 outs. Bases loaded here in the top of the 6th. Pirates already a couple in here in the inning. They lead it 5-1. They got 2 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, and a couple here in the 6th. The 3-1. This one driven into center. Couple of steps in and now out, and a snow cone grab out there in center field from Wilson. Retires the side. However, the Pirates add a couple. We move to the bottom of the 6th inning. They lead Anacoco 5-1.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent David Heyman is your go-to agent in Leesville for service you deserve at the price you want. So try combining home and auto today. State Farm agent David Heyman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 337-239-9999 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to underwriting requirements.
Gina Choctaw Pines Casino, your place for fun.
Feast on endless crab legs every Wednesday night and savor our prime rib and seafood buffet every Friday and Saturday. Win with every bite at JD's Harvest Buffet.
Gotta love that chicken from Popeyes. No one makes that crispy New Orleans-style chicken and fresh, fluffy biscuits like Popeyes. You don't need a special occasion to enjoy the great New Orleans taste of Popeyes chicken. Or maybe it's seafood you're craving. It's great anytime for any meal. Gotta love that chicken and seafood from Popeyes. Popeyes, located in Leesville and Oakdale. Now open till 11.
Bottom of the 6th inning here at Anacoco. It'll be Caleb Taylor, Luke Thompson, and Drew Patton. Indians trail the Pirates 5-1. Looking to rally here as it's getting late. Luke Williams fires in one, and that one swung on and missed. Get us started here in the bottom of the 6th. Caleb Taylor scored the Indians' only run. Led off the 4th with a double, and then Luke Thompson drove him in with a double. 1 ball, 1 strike to Caleb Taylor. Luke Williams back to work, winds and delivers. That one popped up, and that one's going to get over my head out of play. Onto the road. One ball, 2 strikes. Caleb Taylor. Luke Williams winds and delivers. This one, a hot shot, but right at Richardson at second base for out number 1. Some tough luck there from Taylor. Hit it hard, but right at second baseman Richardson. And that is the first out here in the bottom of the 6th. Luke Thompson drove in. Taylor with an RBI double his last time up back in the fourth. Also flown out to center. 1 for 2. He'll stand in. Nobody on. 1 out here in the sixth. And he'll foul that one back. Strike 1. That one misses low. Williams working quickly here. The 1-1. That one popped up into shallow center. Christian Black couple steps in, makes the play for out number 2. So Black has retired Thompson a couple of times. Now Drew Patton will hit. The base is empty and 2 gone here in the sixth. Williams working quickly here. And this one's going to be popped up into left field. Tailing away from Wilt. Coming on. Loses the hat. And makes the play. We're out number 3. Quick inning in the sixth for Luke Williams. We move to the seventh. Pirates lead the Indians 5-1.
Answer the call. Become an EMT in 12 weeks. Acadian Ambulance and the National EMS Academy are looking for dedicated people just like you to join their upcoming EMT class. With convenient hybrid training, you can become a certified medic and start saving lives. EMT positions are open right here in central Louisiana and across our 4-state service area. This isn't just a job, it's a calling. Seats are limited, so don't wait. Visit becomeamedic.com to get started. That's becomeamedic.com.
Jackson Hewitt knows taxes are complicated, and with multiple jobs and tax forms, they're like Sonata complicated. Our no surprise pricing keeps things simple. Jackson Hewitt does your taxes for only $149 or less. And since we know all the new tax codes, you could get thousands back. So what are you waiting for? Hurry. File with Jackson Hewitt today for only $149 or less, guaranteed. Limited time offer for new clients on federal returns. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com/149.
Top of the seventh inning, Pirates lead the Indians 5-1. Cody Richardson, Wesley Marshall, and Connor Wilt, the scheduled 3 here for the Pirates in the seventh. Try to add on some more entrance runs. Again, scoreless till the fourth. Luke Williams led off the inning with a home run and an RBI double from Connor Wilt. Anacoco would answer with their only run in the bottom of the fourth. Hicks added 1 in the fifth and then a couple in the sixth. So we move to the seventh. William Isgett back out there for his second inning in relief. Came in with 2 outs, or 2 on, nobody out there in the sixth, leaving Dylan Mayo. And the Pirates sent 8 to the plate there in the sixth. 2 runs on 3 hits, left them loaded. This will be our last game of the week as, again, we'll head into the Easter weekend. Good Friday. Vernon Parish on spring break this week, and Beauregard next week. Like, I don't know about you, but I used to love the Good Friday off and then the next week. That was always a good one. Cody Richardson stands in. He has walked and then struck out in the fourth and grounded out in the fifth. Officially 0 for 2, but has reached. And he takes one outside for ball 1. Isgett winds and delivers. This one's going to be grounded foul down the third base line. Isgett to the plate, and that one bounces up there. 2 balls and a strike. The bottom of the 7th for the Indians. Scheduled hitters Caleb Dixon, Riley Hayes, and Andon Wilson. Is looking to keep it a 5-1 score line. As that one misses 3-1 to Richardson. Isgett winds and delivers the 3-1. And that one misses ball 4. Richardson works his second walk of the evening. Leadoff man aboard for the Pirates here in the 7th. Now Wesley Marshall stand in with leadoff man aboard. Nobody out here in the 7th. He has a couple of singles and grounded out on a fielder's choice back in the 2nd. Scored a run back in the 4th. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. The throw down to 2nd is going to be just late. And in safely with a stolen base, Cody Richardson. Marshall swung through that one. Might have been a hit and run. That one a little bit out of the zone. So runner in score position for the Pirates, and Marshall now waits the 0-1 from Isgett. Isgett looks the runner back. And now to the plate. Bunt shown and unable to pull back as they'll throw back down to 2nd, and in safely goes Richardson. So no balls, 2 strikes to Marshall. Let's get to the plate. That one just misses for ball 1. That one fouled back into the screen. We'll do it again. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Another 1-2. That one's going to be grounded foul. That one gets to the bricks. We'll do it again. Everybody's made their way over from the softball field. If you're joining us late, Lady Pirates get the win over there on the softball field against Anacoco. A shutout, 8-0. Here it's Hicks 5, Anacoco 1, and a call strike 3. As Thompson was set up on the outside part of the plate, had to kind of dive over. So Marshall down on strikes. First strikeout in relief for Isgett. First out here in the 7th. Richardson still down at second base. Connor Wiltz had a nice day. And he'll stand in with 1 out here in the 7th. That one misses for ball 1. Wilt lined out in the right center in the 2nd. Was robbed of a hit and an RBI by Wilson out there. And this time, he hits the ball hard and is rewarded back in the 4th. RBI double, and then was hit by a pitch, came around to score back in the 6th. And takes here. That one evens up the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 from Isgett. This one hit into right center, and on the run, making the catch is Wilson. And they will throw back in, and back into 2nd is Richardson, so he won't be doubled up. Again, scorched off the bat as Wilt then dead pull the whole way. And a good jump on it by Wilson. Retires Wilt for the 2nd out. Tristan Black stands in. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Is 0 for 3. Ground out to 2nd, strikeout, and a pop up to short. And he ducks out of the way of the first offering. 1 ball, no strikes. Again, scheduled to hit in the 7th for the Indians, Dixon, Hayes, and Wilson. Isgett winds and fires. That one in there for a called strike. That one gets in the dirt. Good stop back there by Thompson. Richardson does not advance. Not going to lie, there's a hot dog down there somebody's eating. It looks amazing. 2-1 from Isgett. In there for a called strike. Count evens up 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tristan Black. The 2-2. That's going to be a chopper. And Isgett fields, loses it, throws over to first, and not in time. As Pirates will keep the inning alive. They've got him at the corners. And Isgett tried to field that one. Might have been better off letting Taylor come in. He was charging from short. That would have been a tough play to spin around. So Black reaches, and the inning continues here in the 7th for Kane Hagan. Be interesting to see what they score that. And that one is an E1. It looks like the Indians going to make a pitching change, try to get the final out here. We'll take a break, let you know who that is. And the Pirates have them at the corners in the 7th, leading 5-1.
What's happening at Benoit? It's a new chapter built on the same values that brought us here back in 2018. Generosity, intensity, and giving back to this great community.
We call it Benoit 2.0. When I stepped in to help my father run the business with one clear focus in mind, the customer experience. When you take care of your people, the rest falls into place.
Together, we're reclaiming what this dealership was known for, doing the right thing, supporting our neighbors, and treating all of our customers like family.
We call it the Benoit way, and it's changing what it means to buy and service your vehicle, as well as trust your local dealership.
Down here in Southwest Louisiana, Lynn calls for something delicious, and McDonald's has a favorite with even more to love. Try the double Filet-O-Fish, 2 crispy, wild-caught Alaskan pollock fillets, melty American cheese, and that tangy tartar sauce on a soft steamed bun. More fish, more flavor, more of what you crave. And don't forget something sweet. The strawberry and creme pie is new to our area. A warm, flaky crust filled with strawberries and smooth vanilla cream, but only for a limited time. Swing by your local McDonald's and enjoy the taste of Lent.
Dale Peterson, pharmacist, and the staff at Rose Pine Family Pharmacy are proud supporters of the Road to the Championships. Rose Pine Family Pharmacy knows that the combination of academics and athletics help young people become well-adjusted citizens. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Call 337-462-0177. Serving the community since 1985, choose your hometown pharmacy to fill your prescription needs.
It'll be Drew Patton on the mound, replacing Isgett. Runners at the corners. And back to the top of the order for the Pirates, Kane Hagan, who has reached his last 3 times, 2 walks and a single, a run scored. He'll stand in with the runners at the corners. Takes ball 1. 5-1, Pirates lead the Indians. 2 outs here in the 7th. Hicks has him at the corners after the error allowed Tristan Black to reach. This is going to be popped up and get over my head, back over on the sidewalk. Pleasure to have you with us. Michael back in studio. Sean Larken giving you the play-by-play here. It was scoreless until the 4th. Pirates got a couple in the top half of the inning. Anacoco answered with 1. Breaking ball in there for a called strike to Hagan. Again, Hicks 2 in the top of the fourth. Anacoco their only run in the bottom half of the inning. The Pirates added on 1 in the fifth, 2 in the sixth. And looking to get another one here in the seventh. This is going to be a grounder short. Taylor builds it on a big hop. Throws over in time, and that retires the side. We move to the bottom of the seventh. Last chance for the Indians. They trail Hicks 5-1.
From tuition and books to room and board, college can get expensive. But if you serve in the U.S. Army, you can earn your tuition and get a degree without student debt. Plus, soldiers earn other valuable benefits, like real-world experience and training for whatever lies ahead. Learn more at GoArmy.com. Text CWDL to GoArmy or call 337-442-5085.
Buying, selling, or refinancing your home? Let the Rethink Title Company work for you. Have a commercial real estate transaction? We can do that too. With over 35 years experience as a full-service real estate title company, we strive to provide personal attention and efficient results throughout the entire settlement process, giving you peace of mind. Give us a call at 337-404-4060 or stop by our office at 116 East Lula Street in Leesville. The team at Rethink Title are proud supporters of our area students and athletes and wish the best of luck on their future endeavors.
Hello, this is Sheriff Sam Craft. The Vernon Parish Sheriff's Office is committed to protecting and serving all citizens of Vernon Parish. Senior citizens need our protection and our watchful eyes. Adult taxpayers deserve law and order, and our youth need encouragement and support in order to succeed. The Vernon Parish Sheriff's Office will continue to work with area law enforcement agencies to provide a safe and wholesome environment for all of our families. We are proud to serve Vernon Parish and to call it home.
Last chance for the Indians here in the bottom of the seventh. They trail Hicks 5-1. Luke Williams back out there to try to finish the deal. We'll see Caleb Dixon, Riley Hayes, and Andon Wilson. Those are the scheduled three. Big breaking ball in there for a called strike to Dixon. Dixon 0 for 2, a strikeout and a pop out to short. Williams working quickly. That one misses above the letters. 1 ball, 1 strike. And this will be our last broadcast of the week. Hopefully you all enjoy the rest of the Easter weekend, and we'll be back at it next week. And this one's going to be driven foul down the right side into the corner. Dixon now behind 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, scoreless until the fourth. The man on the mound delivered the first blow for the Pirates. Hit a solo shot. Hicks would add another in the fourth. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. He'll have to throw down to first. He will do so. There's out number 1. 5th strikeout of the game for Williams. He has gotten Dixon twice. Now Hayes stands in. Hayes 0 for 2, a strikeout and a fly out to center. Again, 2 in the fourth for Hicks. Anacoco would answer with their only run in the bottom half of the inning as Hayes swings through the first offering. No balls, 1 strike. Hicks would answer with 1 in the fifth, 2 in the sixth. And they've left runners on in every inning. As that one's fouled back, now quickly behind 0-2 is Hayes. They've left 11 on base, have the Pirates. 1 in each of the first 4 innings, and then 2 in the fifth, 3 in the sixth. The bases were loaded there, and then runners at the corners just a half inning ago. That one he called strike 3. So back-to-back strikeouts here in the 7th, the 6th of the evening for Luke Williams. And 2 quick outs, and Andon Wilson, the last hope here for the Indians in the 7th. Andon is 2 for 2. He's the guy you would want up. Couple of singles. Made a great play out in center field. And Williams just misses there. And he is working quickly, trying to get the Pirates back in the win column. Big swing and a miss there as Andon Wilson comes up empty. And they had won 3 straight prior to yesterday. They competed well against Sulphur, lost that one 5-4. So going to get back into the win column. 1-1. Swing and a miss, and the Indians down to their last strike. And then Wilson back in. Luke Williams nods. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. And Luke Williams strikes out the side to end the ball game and give the Pirates a 5-1 victory. We'll take a break, come back, put a bow on this one. The Pirates victorious.
Great food, great drinks, and a great time? You're sure to find all that and maybe more at Double D Steakhouse in DeRidder. Open daily at 11 a.m., they are ready to serve you juicy burgers, delicious chicken dishes, and cut daily certified Angus beef steaks, all cooked over a mesquite grill. Complement your entree with a loaded baked potato, some steamed veggies, or any of their many side selections. Watch your favorite sports teams on one of their mini TVs while enjoying an ice-cold draft beer or one of their many popular drink specials. Double D Steakhouse, located on Highway 171 in DeRidder, for great food, great drinks, and a great time.
Are you paying your bank to hold your money? If so, it's time to make the switch to a bank with totally free checking. Sabine State Bank offers free checking with no fees, no minimum balance, no balance requirements, no analysis fees, and we still include check images in your statements without a fee. There is even a free small business account. If you really want free checking, stop by one of our convenient 45 locations. Sabine State Bank. Our goal, your future success. Member FDIC.
Back here in Anacoco, where the Pirates victorious over the Indians. They win this one 5-1. Again, they had 5 runs on 9 hits, left 11 on base, had a couple of errors in the field. Anacoco 1 run on 4 hits, had a couple of errors, left 3 men on base. Luke Williams, great day. And did it on the mound and at the plate. He is the winning pitcher. Struck out the side there in the 7th to finish with a lucky number 7 for strikeouts. Also homered in the game. The tough loss goes to Dylan Mayo. Again, pitched well, just had a couple of blemishes on the day. The game took 1 hour and 59 minutes. Pirates moved to 16-6. Indians drop to 9-9 on the season. So that'll do it this week for our broadcast. We hope everybody has a safe and happy Easter weekend. Check the West Central Sports page. We'll let you know where we'll be next. But we are done here from Anacoco. Again, the Pirates defeat the Indians 5-1. Michael back in studio. I'm Sean Larken. Thank you for listening. We will see you next week. Have a happy and safe Easter.